absolutely amazing. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. If you guys do want to support us, Patreon is the best way. Otherwise, on our socials, you can find us at...
We are on Twitch every Friday at 7:30pm 8 CT, Australian Central Time. You can find us at... You can find us at Mythic_Wyrd. We're on Patreon at Mythic Wyrd with 3 tiers that you can choose from. YouTube at Mythic Wyrd. TikTok at Mythic Wyrd with no spaces. Instagram at Mythic_Wyrd. Spotify at Mythic Wyrd if you choose to listen instead of watching. And we also stream What's the Word every Sunday.
We're gonna stream it.
Not every Sunday. Yeah, Twitch.
Are we streaming?
Yeah,
we recording?
No, we streamed the last one.
We are still yet undecided. We've streamed some. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys want us to see, if you guys want to see that live, let us know. We'll definitely do it live. And any questions, comments, let us know. Put them down. And any suggestions to help us upgrade our set to help better your viewing experience, let us know. We appreciate all feedback.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all the news we have. Now, last we left off, the party had split into 2 groups, both defying the dangerous terrain of Sylvania. Father Bellador and Daario, you guys were on the front line, providing whatever moral and physical support you guys could. After burying Sergeant Riley, things seemed even duller on the front line, and the men definitely appreciated both of your presence, one being you, the Grand Theogenist, and you, Daario, the prince and heir to the state they're fighting for. Between you guys, you put together a dangerous plot to go deep into the heart of Sylvania, with the objective of rooting out the necromancers causing the attack on the front lines, and perhaps even confronting Manfred himself.
Eventually. First of all, yeah, we just want to
You're not that crazy.
get some reprieve for the people.
On the front line. Yeah. Meanwhile, the rest of the groups are on the outskirts of a peculiar village known as the Pedal.
What? The tavern's called the Pedal?
The place, the tavern.
The tavern's called the Pedal. The village is commonly referred to as the Pedal. However, the official name is Brackmere.
Really?
Yeah? What'd you write?
Briarmac?
Oh, it was Briarmac, sorry.
Yeah. Where's
Inspiration
Brackmere,
for
huh?
taking notes.
Where's Brackmere though?
You guys entered this village where a seemingly harmless festival was taking place. Yet after some further investigation, you guys found out that in fact the dancers on top the pillars were sacrifices for the Okatoya, or better known as the Vargeist. Large winged creatures devoid of all humanity, hunting blood in the black of night. And they do this by the pounding of one's heart. After you guys found out, you left the town hastily, setting up a dome of protection where you would spend the night protected from the Okatoya and whatever weird perils that may befall you in Sylvania. While you're in the process of doing this, Drea, you put up a wall of wind to obscure the party from pryful eyes from the village. Once the dome was complete, you released the spell, only to find that the village was completely abandoned. All livelihood, all people, all children, all livestock mysteriously disappeared. While in the dome, contemplating your next actions and dealing with a intoxication of some sorts, a figure from the tall weeds behind you announced his presence. The only thing you could see of him was his feline, glowing eyes. He wanted to speak to his nephew, Jace, and as he stepped forward into the light, Jace pounced upon the stranger, and after a brief scruffle, Dante won somewhat of the party's trust, inviting you to his conveniently located cave. Jace, you went in and he explained his absence from your life, telling you some almost unbelievable story about your own parents. Your father and mother being part of the Wielders of Icor, and your father in fact being a great warrior. Losing their memory, they finally accepted the dream of running a tailor store, and while Dante missed them both dearly, he thought it better to let them live out that dream without the past following them. After that, he took his old captain and friend Silva into the depths and explained what's going on with the Wielders of Icor and yourself and the multiple clones that roam the Empire.
He's killed 3 Silvers so far.
He has killed 3 of the clones so far. Above ground, while this was going on, Björn, you pumped out an impressive amount of push-ups, and while in your heightened activity, didn't take notice of the young child that Jace had seen before. And before you knew it, both you and your sister were bleeding out the eyes and locked in some kind of magical struggle with this young child as she produced dolls and proceeded to poke and pull at them. And that pain and that magic flooded through to you even while you were in your dome, which should have protected you from that kind of, or protected you from magic.
That's crazy.
Unable to break free in excruciating pain, you were finally relieved when a figure stepped out of the forest behind her, put a pistol to her head, and as the shot cracked the night, the small child fell in a heap. And standing there with his pistol smoking stood the wanted witch hunter Sabe. I reckon that pretty much sums it up. Go ahead, Dre.
No. Silver is the last descendant of Heimlich, and they have the same last name.
Just a minor detail.
A minor, bruh. Yeah.
Yes. And you found out that being the last descendant, Heimlich had infused his life force. Instead of a typical item or artifact, he infused his life force into his bloodline, making sure that extended well into generations. However, you, being the last survivor with no kids, has turned Heimlich to some drastic measures. Anything anyone else would like to add? Alright. Then with that, join us as we continue our tale.
What was it? It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck.
Welcome back.
It's just stuck. I don't know how.
Björn
Yep.
and Drea. Sabe studies the mangled body only for a moment before he puts away his pistol and slowly makes his way over to you. Still in your dome, he's unable to get eyes on you, yet he stops half a meter from the outside of the opaque dome and simply waits, staring into it.
What's he doing here?
Like, the child is still there, or?
He's left he's shot the child, left it on the ground and walked up to you.
Okay. Freya's gonna step out and just wants to go straight to the child. I don't want to inspect the child.
What are you looking for?
Okay, is she bleeding first of all? Is it red blood? Like, is it a human child? Like, there's something not right? So you're able to find out what is this. Second of all, are the dolls still there? Third of all, is there anything that looks like part of the child is on the doll? For instance, would she have had to infuse some of her hair into the dolls or something like that to connect her magic?
Go ahead and make
Us.
an investigation check.
Pretty much. Yes. 18.
Nice.
You tower over the child and
Also, where did he shoot her?
in the back of the head. You tower over the child, her head and face in absolute ruin. Yet what remains of it shudders you to the bone as you're literally investigating a small little girl. As you're now closer, you realize her body was long dead and rot has already begun to set in. Her hair in patches has been pulled out, and as you investigate the bloody doll next to her, they are in fact infused with their own hair. The child itself, nothing special about the body, except for the mark on the, which is almost ruined by the shot, but on the back of her head, a scar, crudely dug in. Crudely cut into the back of her head.
I swear I've seen this.
I know what that is. Yeah.
I've seen this before. I swear.
Interesting.
Okay. Does she have any other? Yeah.
I love it when people keep stuff.
Does she have any other dolls or anything on her? What are the dolls made out of?
Straw and her own hair, and as you investigate them further, you're horrified to find human bones in there, specifically finger bones.
Finger bones? This is creepy. And, but when she was stabbing us in the eye, what did you say she was stabbing us with?
Her finger.
Her finger. Okay.
Ugh.
What do her fingers look like? Are they clawed?
They are not clawed, and the nails on most of her fingers have fallen off.
Interesting.
Destroyed from the rot, her body no longer able to sustain them, and you can see the nail on
Yeah.
the nail on her. She grew claws, I think, when you saw her, when Jace saw her.
Yeah.
But as of now, her finger, the only fingernail left is on her index finger, and you can see it being pushed back from the force that she was pressing on the dolls.
Sorry, that's not supposed to be the same thing, is it? That's just something completely different.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the dolls. I'm gonna walk back to the hut.
Sabe is still there, patiently waiting.
What are you doing here?
Are you still in the dog?
Yep.
Here to escort you.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm here to escort you.
To where?
Apparently you have a debt with the necromancer Heinrich,
And who told you to escort us?
Father Bellador.
Do we know what that thing was, the girl? Alright. First question. What the fuck was that?
He slowly looks over his shoulder to where Daario is, and then slowly looks back at the dome. A monster? I'm not really sure. But it's taken care of. You can come out your safe house.
Well, actually, there's Vargeist around. If you didn't get the memo.
They can still hear your heartbeat through the door.
Yes, but they can't get in. So I'll stay in here. You stay out there. And we're all good. Thanks for saving us, by the way.
Is this your plan for the whole night?
I think it's a pretty good plan.
What's your plan for the whole night?
I was hoping to escort you, but
Well, it's either this or a hole in the ground over there.
I'll find you tomorrow night. And he turns around and starts making his way back to the forest.
Wait, why not in the day?
Too bright.
Oh yeah, wait, I forgot about
Too bright. Oh, for him. Oh, right. Well,
that.
has,
Yeah, sorry. Scratch that. I totally forgot about that.
well, do you
So
have a way of
insensitive.
avoiding the Vargeist? The Vargeist, man. That was what we did.
My heartbeat is too slow and too faint for them to hear.
Mm.
So for me, yes. For you, quick feet.
I think the dome sounds pretty good. Tomorrow it is!
Which path do you tend to take?
We don't know what you guys know.
Well, we were going to Narcus Tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quickest one.
Good luck.
Hold on. So you'll be back tomorrow morning then? Is that what you're saying?
Tomorrow night, yes.
Well, we'd have the same problem.
Yes. Slow way to travel.
It's time to go.
Where are all the people of the village?
He stops, turns around to look at the village before slowly
Haven't
looking
seen
at the
any Okatoa dropping down out of the skies yet.
dome. The village has always been empty.
Oh, I knew it. I literally said this, guys.
Hmm?
It's been abandoned for hundreds of years.
So, like, as someone who can do illusions, can I figure out it was an illusion or something?
It seemed way too intricate for an illusion.
Yeah, because we ain't
No,
even
no,
true.
no.
Yeah,
There was far too many things happening for it not to be real.
Such
No.
as?
You can't touch things in illusions.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was. I got drugged, man. I'm drugged.
He's drugged.
Freaking. What was her name? Giselle? What was her name? Was that that's what?
Gilius.
Gilius.
Of course.
What do you know her?
A witch. One of the friendlier ones.
Oh, she seemed pretty friendly, alright. That's all I have to say.
I'd stay away from the village then. Perhaps seek shelter deep into the forest. Trees, a canopy. What's left of them make it harder for the Okatoya.
An underground?
It's where the dead reside.
Where are all the people gone? How? Are you saying this was all the work of a witch? What about that thing that you...
I'm not sure. I'll look into it tonight. Have you, he says gingerly, any idea what it might be? His words seemed forced and choked upon.
I've got a few ideas, yes. I've come across this sort before. I'm just like, you don't have, I have no idea. I'm just like, yeah.
Have I come across any magic, like with the dolls and infusing hair and stuff? Have I come across anything like that?
You
Seems like it.
Shall I make a...
history check, you may.
Are we likely to encounter any more psychotic little girls?
Awesome. Dirty 20.
By the way, with the dome, I've just made where my face is just see-through the rest of my face. So I'm just like looking through a window, like having a zoom.
You encounter many things this deep into Sylvania. Little go or not, I would avoid them.
Alright. So, you're not making it sound, you know, enticing to travel with you. I'll just be honest, as our escort. Do you have some sort of easier or a hidden path or some sort of idea of how to avoid certain death?
He ponders for a moment and then walks up to the dome until he's face to face with you. Do you have a pen and paper?
Yes. I'll just get pen and paper and everything, I guess.
He begins scribbling, drawing out a rough map. May I have text then? He turns it around to you. This is where you are now. Heimlich resides in a fortress an hour from Dreadmordheim. You can either take the path through the river or whoops, I stuck the wrong one. Sorry, this one. Ignore
Do you need a new piece of paper?
that. Draw on the back. You can take the path through Malachus Tower, through the forest, and through the zombie marsh. Otherwise, you can take the long way, deeper in towns, and then
More
come up
towns
behind.
like this.
These towns are populated by people of Sylvania.
Hold on, the men on the front line said they'd been to the village. Are you saying this whole time that they are mingling with apparitions, ghosts?
Perhaps.
And which path would you suggest to take?
The quickest one. The least time spent in Sylvania, the better. However, going through the zombie marsh is no easy task. You know the history of Mordheim? Yeah.
Isn't like wartime, like I don't know what.
Yeah.
I've read about it.
Infested with warpstone, and only those mad or gold hungry enough will travel into there. Moist
So-
perish in there, and those that do return are tainted from its energies.
Perfect,
Oh.
and that's the recommended path.
Aye. You can avoid it going around the outskirts of the city. However, I will inform you, your friend that you travel with, Sylvanus, his companions, are tasked with going into the city.
What
Coming out.
companions?
The Orders of Icor.
They're still a thing, are they?
Remnants of it.
Who is Michael?
Mercenary group.
Can I find out anything with my history check?
What'd you get, sorry?
2020.
A dirty 20. You have almost a feverish flashback of a time that you shouldn't be able to remember. You're a child in a cot, and as you squirm, trying to find what little warmth you can in the straw around you, the old hag towers above you with a doll just like the one that you've got. And as she pokes and prods at it, immense pain tears through your body. She bites at it, and as her teeth sink into the straw, cracking on the bone underneath, you feel your own flesh tearing. Finally relieved when she rips it from her mouth and spits out black acid as it burns her lips. Another failed attempt at consuming you.
Oh, jeez.
What the shit?
Yeah, nah. Yeah. Holy shit.
Now, what about the symbol? Have I ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, well, what if we just avoid it all and go straight through the woods?
You can do, but either or you're going to have to go through or around the marshes.
What about crossing the river right here?
If you can find a boat or a ferry.
Or magic?
Right. If you have the capacity to cross there, then I suggest you do so.
Is this the same river from the one shot where we dove through a sewer pipe?
Oh, yes it is, sorry.
That's funny.
I think regardless, we need rest on what was there. So the originally almost not.
How long would that one take?
Oh yes, yeah, how much longer? For this path?
The shortest path, a full day's hard ride. The longer path, add on 3 days at least.
How long does a day serve?
But we don't know if we have that much time. Alright, but regardless, I think tonight we rest. Can you travel on the day at all?
I cannot, but leave me a note in the morning of what you have decided with your friends.
What if you carry around like an umbrella or something? I mean, I know you'll be useless during the day, but I mean, you're just a guide.
What about if we train you up to a post?
What will that achieve?
Leave a note.
I don't know. Like, wait. So what he's suggesting we travel in the day without.
Tell it, yeah, and tell him what path you're taking, and then he'll find you again at night.
I don't want to do that. Maybe we travel now and then just rest in the day when the sun comes up.
Never trusted that.
It's more dangerous, isn't it?
It is a lot more dangerous for you guys to travel.
At night.
Way
How's he
more.
supposed to guide us?
And we're drugged.
Or he's giving you directions. If you decide on which path you take, he will find you in that vicinity, estimating how far you have travelled.
Alright.
Lady
all.
Drea, I trust you still have Lady De Winter's necklace.
I do.
Use it and signal me wherever you find camp at night.
No one told me how to use it.
Pull it out.
I don't.
What Lady De Winter did show you.
Did she?
With the star?
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like. Okay.
Settled.
Alright. I'd let you in, but I'd have to redo the spell, so...
Of course. He stands there for a second.
Oh, you're just gonna stay right there? Alright. Oh, well,
Your weapons.
just know that we can see you.
Have you even prepared for this trip?
Do we need anything specific? What are you referring to?
You do understand where you are, Monster Hunter.
Yes. What are you referring to? Like, I meant also, like, what do I need, a snake or something? Silver. I got silver.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's
Axe
right
is
here.
silver.
We got silver. Guys.
The axe is silver.
The axe is silvered?
For sure. For sure. Yeah. If I feel cool, you told me.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
Good.
good.
I'll see you at dusk then.
Have a good night.
He walks off back into the forest, only stopping to look at the mangled body of the girl before moving off again and disappearing into the brush.
Yes, sir.
Can't stay here.
Badass.
Hmm?
You can't stay here.
Do you mean tonight or
I just mean here tonight.
what? The
You-
hut.
I know, but you heard him.
What, the hut?
What about the hut?
Where do you want to go?
I don't know, underground, in the trees. Even if we make it again,
Why don't we just stay in the hut? What's the problem?
you literally just said that the,
He said
like,
don't
the
do
magic
it
will
first.
penetrate. Right? That's what he just said. Did you not say that?
No, you were saying in the recap
Oh, and the recap you're
magic.
talking about?
because it was the dolls.
Yeah, so it shouldn't have.
Yeah,
some
but
kind of
like
thing.
if someone like that could thing. Who
Did,
knows what
did,
else?
okay, those dolls, did they have a hair of ours or anything like that?
No, but they certainly had your features in a doll-like manner.
Yeah, see? She's got to make them look like us.
So,
No one can see us. We're safe.
we're right outside of the
Just
pedal, right?
relax.
You're.
Yeah,
How far are we from the pedal?
I think last time we said probably about 100 meters.
We've been in here in this place for one day.
Yes, and I'm extremely tired, and I'm also bleeding from every socket in my face.
Exactly. We've been here for one day, Bjorn.
It'll be fine. Just make some berries,
I just
if you can.
don't think we know what we're up against. Do you
What are you proposing?
I don't know. You're supposed to be the monster hunter.
This is what we do. We find a safe place, and we rest up.
But do you even know what that was?
Just a little.
You don't.
No,
Mario, the fact is you don't.
it's dead. Doesn't matter.
We didn't kill it. We froze up.
That'll be fine. Look, it's alright. We've been in worse spots than this. It'll
Have
be
you ever
fine.
been bleeding from your eyes?
Yep.
Because you're lying.
Make a deception check, and you, or if you are,
Sorry if I am. Sure.
That's a 22.
The dice are just wrong. That's a 18 plus if I was lying, I guess. Which is
Well, I got
makes it
22.
30-20.
I got 22.
Dang.
It's like, you're lying. I can literally tell when you're lying.
Alright, I haven't bled from my eyes, but
I come in here with you, and you have no plan. You just say, oh, I just want to save this kid, and you sell it. I say, okay. You make it hard. The kid's gone. For all I know, in the morning he could be gone. 3, that's a
I've been
crazy
checking in with
kid.
him every now and then. He's sleeping. I think he told me he was sleeping. It's not nothing. He said it was good.
He said he doesn't sleep.
He said he was good.
Okay. What I'm saying is, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, we're dealing with shit we don't know how to deal with.
I don't know what you want me to say, Drea, but I'm exhausted. I'm going to sleep now. If you want to make some berries, something that will make me feel a little bit better, that would be great. Otherwise, good night.
So you're gonna make me take first watch?
It's a hut. They can't get in. They can't see us. We're fine. Trust it.
Impressive.
Good night.
So no berries.
No berries, no.
While this argument is happening, Az has taken to your face and has begun licking the blood off your cheeks, making his way up to your eye, and kindly but a little bit annoying, sticking his tongue in your eye as he tries to clean up the blood.
No,
for
it
you.
sounds like Serafina. I'm gonna let him. You know what? I'm gonna let him. But hey, I'm gonna take first watch.
Okay.
Until, like, unless I'm, like, really... I'm gonna take first watch, but I'm just saying that if I'm really exhausted to the point where I can't sleep.
Did you sleep last night?
Oh yeah, I was
We
fine
did
for
it.
as well. Sorry, I forgot. Then can I sleep?
You can find sleep, yet it is difficult with the sound of your heart beating.
Wait, how long does your spell last? The
Can I
dome?
do a medicine check to see what kind of herbs would, like, slow... You know how lavender, like, calms you down?
Mm-hmm.
Would there be any herbs or combination of herbs that would, like, calm you down and slow down the heart?
You certainly know, without even doing a check,
Good
that
results on.
You forgot.
a combination of lavender and mint
Lavender.
brewed into a tea will calm and relax the body,
Just
and the heart.
what was the tea that we what we drank?
You're not sure?
Did it taste like lavender and mint by any chance?
It tasted like the opposite.
It's the opposite of what
Do you think he has a teapot in there?
Hmm?
Do you
Don't
think...
you carry one in your pack?
Not anymore, I didn't put the essentials. Plus, you want me to make a fire in here?
Yes, that's fine.
What? Like, what? They see the smoke and stuff anyways when it gets out of the dome?
Yeah, but they can't get in. to the
I
dome.
don't trust this shit in Sylvania, man. Like, I could boil some tea?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll boil some tea.
He's a
With
pop.
this, yeah, the smoke would leave the dome.
Yeah, like,
What?
I don't know if I trust
Just make a smokeless fire.
And how do I do that?
Can I show
Is
him? Like, I can't believe it's, you know, like how to stack the wood and stuff to make a smokeless fire.
Yeah, and you can do,
Wait, like, that's the real thing?
I forgot what they're called, but like a double pit
Hmm.
fire pit where it produces little light, warmth, and very little smoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
I'm just gonna struggle.
You take out whatever tool you have.
And, like, there would be plenty of, like, twigs and stuff on the ground would be up, right?
Yeah. Brave enough to stick it in the dirt, and you begin tunneling out 2 holes, connecting them via a tunnel. Only about yay big, but that'd be plenty to boil a pot, and the hole large enough to feed it with air, keeping the smoke to a minimum.
Cool.
And it's a technique you would have used out in the field hundreds of times with your hunters.
It's all done. Water's boiling. Put in some mint and lavender for my pack. And I'll put some chamomile as well. And then I wait for it to boil. And then I shall give some to Sully. Drink this.
Thank you.
It will relax your body and your heart. And then I will drink some as well.
As takes his share of your cup, lapping at it whenever you put it down. And while you two do this above ground, what's going on underground? Dante has turned around for some good night's sleep. However, what is Jace and Silver doing?
Jace's gonna be sitting with his back against the wall, and he's gonna check the inside of his jacket. Does he have his usual like paintbrush and small finger paint?
Yeah.
He's gonna take it out, and I'm assuming he's like carry a small pad sort of thing as well. And he's gonna start drawing some stuff.
Okay.
Specifically,
I can warm up.
Wow. I'll be getting shown stuff.
specifically this.
That's cool.
Who's the same?
Annie.
Annie.
That is really cool.
Yes.
Show the camera.
Didn't see.
Yeah, that looks good.
As you begin working away, the slow, deep purrs of your uncle put you more and more into a familiar space. And as you get lost in your artwork, pouring your emotion into it, the past events have not been pretty for Jace. Yet, with your newfound family, you find a small sense of hope and a confidence in your uncle that you're not too sure where it comes from. You question yourself about if he even really is your uncle. Yet, as you stop and pause and look at the way he's curled up, the way he speaks, the things he says, there's a sense of familiarity,
Familiarity.
that word. And once again, that peace or that confidence ignites in you. And for the first time starting this journey, you feel like you might have a chance. What's Silver doing?
Silver's in. Silver's. Grabbed a flask from his belt. And this flask has a bit of sand in it. And he's gonna tip some sand into his hand. And he's just gonna just remember the times and where it all went wrong. And he's just trying to remember. And after a while, do I remember anything? Does anything trigger anything?
You can make a history check.
Ooh, that's 19 history. 22.
The coarse sand is a place where you find comfort in a land that you're foreign to. And even so far away from home, not sure if you're imagining it or if it's real, you can almost still feel the heat in the sand from the harsh sun they used to fight under. Running it through your hand, you're not surprised to still find grains of sand forever tarnished and soaked with the blood of your enemies, the blood of your friends, and your own blood that's been spilled in the arena. As you play with the sand, watching it go up and down and through your fingers, you're reminded of the great dunes back from your homeland of Araby. And as you slip into a comforting state with the purrs of Dante caressing your thoughts, you do in fact remember him. First, you remember fighting beside him, an unlikely ally in a pit where every man is for himself. There's slimmers of Doris fighting beside him, shield to shield, both of them at that time large crude pikes in their hands, keeping enemies at bay, and when they get close, dropping the pikes and dispatching them with short swords. You remember a time fighting both of them, 2-on-1, facing off a bronze shield wall that seemed nigh impenetrable. Every step, every thrust, every weave, every bob, in unison. And just when you thought they finally might have bested you, that unison breaks and you find a crack in their defense, breaking through, swinging out the legs of Doris before turning to Dante. A life or death battle, yet that mischievous smile never leaving his face. And as you knock Doris out, turning to finish Dante, you look up at the enforcers, at those that have for generations put friend against friend, brother against brother, families against families, watching the bloodshed, watching the terrifying moments of one, the thoughts of one, the moments before he knows that he's about to lose his life. And as you put your sword to Dante's neck, looking up at the stand, waiting for the signal, for the first time, you find relief when the signal to spare his life is given. Not much of a believer in fate. You didn't think much of it. But when that favour was returned, in fact when that favour was doubled, when Dante saved your life from attack from behind, his axe, mere seconds from digging into the back of your head, you started considering fate. You started thinking of how each grain of sand is connected through another. Before sleep finally takes you. Is there anyone else that would like to do anything before the night passes?
I'd like to nothing. But I wanted to see if Dre goes to sleep first.
Okay, first watch. Until I physically can't not make out to sleep. But I think Dre's just really on it as well. And triggered by the dog, so she's like, shit, man.
So how long? If you push your body to the extreme, you will have to roll an exhaustion check. Otherwise, you can set a time anywhere, probably latest at 1 a.m. before you would have to, you know, where you would go to sleep without having to make a roll.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Did you want to wait until she goes to sleep?
That's right, I'll do it while she's on watch.
Sorry, just with that. Okay. With that story, was that the first time meeting Dante and Doris, or is that? I've seen him in the pits before.
Yeah, you would have seen him in the pits before, but that would have been the first time that you fought, and then kind of probably the first time after that you would have actually spoken to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'll just do it with my back towards wherever Dre is.
Sorry, can I just say as well, I really want to keep an eye on that body because I want to see if that girl, you said that she's been dead for a long time and she had scars and stuff on her. I want to see if she gets back up or someone comes to claim her. I just want to say that.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
You
all
go.
right.
Sorry.
That's alright, that's all good. So I'm going to pull out a knife, strike it across my palm, and use the blood to write some runes in the air in a circle. And paint picture.
What?
With my blood.
What?
When I've done this before.
Yeah, I just
We went to Boulder.
I use casting.
do.
Someone want to like hold up hands so I can do 25 words. Alright. I'll be
Hold
like.
up 10 hands and hold up 5 hands.
What?
Hold up 10 hands.
I'll do it as a ritual spell.
That's
through the long
Oh,
rest.
you've got 5.
What? Oh yeah,
Ten.
we'll do it. Okay. Yeah. Alright,
Start from my end, yeah?
okay.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Hello. How's things?
I feel like they're wasted words. Go on.
Is a word.
Fuck.
Fuck is a
Stop
word.
putting pressure on me. Alright.
I'll put that, okay.
So, I'm not in the best place again. Need some leadership advice. Trey's freaking out. Typical. Can you help, please? I don't know.
That's it.
Okay.
Who do you send it to?
King Harakai.
Oh, King Harakai.
Harakai under the mountain.
I don't freak out, guys.
How does Harakai respond?
Oh, shizzle.
Are you gonna be able to do
Hold up
voice?
10 and 5. Hold up 5.
Oh, okay.
Within.
Oh shoot. What'd you say?
Hello, how's things?
Well, yeah, you said.
Shit.
I'm fine. In a bit of trouble.
Need
Need some
help,
leadership
Alicia.
advice. Dre's freaking out.
Can you
Typical.
help, please?
Oh shoot.
It's actually tough when you got to think about the 25 words.
Bjorn, where are you?
Is that a word? Do we count
Yeah,
it?
we counted it as you.
How can I help? What's going on? Where's Daario? Where's Stallion? I haven't heard from him.
Haven't heard.
This the words?
5 words left.
You don't have to say the last one.
Do the just did it?
How can I help? Bye.
Alright. 10 minutes later, cast the spell again.
Could I hear him doing stuff?
Well, do you have to say the words or is it mentally?
Or can I just hear you like scruffing around?
Do you have the spell slot?
No, it is not. Yeah, no, sorry. The way we did it was if I got it up, then I could do 3. God damn, this is tricky. No, I'm good. Just saying, leadership sucks. Can you help? Valiant's probably terrorizing some children.
Oh my god.
You know how he be. Sorry.
This reminds me of the days where text messages were 25 cents and he had like 100 characters.
Yeah.
Anyway. Enjoying Dillinger? Over. Let's just go. That's it.
So you just hear just.
Oh my god.
I didn't think this was going to be this hard.
Wait, so Thalian's not with you?
Holy shit, wait, sorry. Valiant is not.
With you. What else did you say?
Leadership's hard, how's telling you?
Bye.
And terrorizing little children.
What do you mean terrorizing little children?
Can I stop asking further questions?
He's just repeating your message.
Actually.
Yeah, leadership's pretty tough. Stick it out and you'll be fine.
Cool, I just gotta do that back because it's way too hard to respond.
Okay.
And that's it. Then I gotta sleep.
He's just gonna leave his question on red.
Huh?
He's just gonna leave his question on red.
You
What
ponder.
question?
Wait, so
Oh.
probably it's not weird.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll respond. One last one. I'm like,
They're just straight dots, just
Yeah.
Remember, the line's cut it out.
I have no idea where Thalian is, but knowing him, he is probably fine. Thank you. I hope your people are well. By the way,
Unless you want to send BTW, Ethel, by the way.
BT dubs.
Dwarf Women Rock.
Would Haruka like to respond?
Yeah.
What have you done?
Look, are you in trouble?
Oh no, not more questions. I don't know how to answer.
How's Daario and what's happening?
He just really misses you.
We're still rebuilding, but I might be able to send out some men to help. Just tell me where you are.
Just tell me where you.
Can I do it again? Alright, for the next couple of hours.
Are you gonna get a long rest by doing this?
Until 1 a.m.
I want to get a long rest.
It's only 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes between.
Well,
It's been
the way when we
It's been-
discussed it, you said I could cast the 10 minutes to cast it. There's the ruse, but then I could keep them up,
Yeah.
and then we'd agreed that we could do it 3 times.
Yeah. So this is your 4th time?
Yeah. So what are you saying? I have to recast the whole thing?
Yep.
So that's all 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Am I still going to be able to do a long rest?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, not each one is 10 minutes.
We're in Sylvania.
You got 2 left?
I'm trying to help someone. Just a kid. You would like him. No need to send anyone. Appreciate the concern. Thanks for responding.
So cute. Are you gonna respond?
Yeah. What does Harakai know of Sylvania? Probably not much, right?
Not much at all. You know, it is around the Empire, and you probably just push, like, Harakai's knowledge would be, it's part of the Empire, yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're alright, just promise to keep him safe. And keep doing this. Once we've rebuilt, and things are good, I'll find you.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Alright, I think I'll leave it there. That's like to be end of conversation.
How? Sorry, just in the time, how long has it been since the party, the condemned, split apart?
Was that good?
Good.
It's been quite a while, so it would still be the same year.
What,
But
4 months, right?
It's
So
more-
didn't you say
just
6 months?
yeah, it would be around the 6-month mark.
6 months.
So I cast it again, so I get to do it 3 times. Something else. We figured something about going to replay. I'm sorry, but this is too good. Hey, where are you? Harikai's concerned. Why aren't you with Dillinger? You're still alive, aren't you?
Aren't you?
By the way, this is Bjorn. You can respond.
Is it just Valiant?
Yeah.
Okay, Valiant. We
45
did hold up
rounds
again.
here. Alright.
On the spot. Oh my god.
It's like, I want to rage.
Get out of my
How
head!
does this work?
Saltwater, saltwater! Alright, 25 forward mark.
Hold on.
I missed that one.
Bjorn, where are you? Why can't I see you? I'm nearly there. This road is long. Did you know there are lots of flowers? More than just lily pillies and...
Or then, and then it stops.
And he
I'll do
talks
one
for
more
like
back
the
to
next
Harikai, and I'll just be like, Tally, it's fine.
What's the rest of the word? 23 words.
You have to start your
Valiant's
second.
like, do.
I'm just gonna hit this one.
I like to believe that Thalian's is talking to himself the next 20 minutes.
It's just Alright, I gotta do this response real quick.
I went whoosh into the spell. It's done.
Well, somewhere randomly, Harika's gonna
okay.
say. Alright, thanks for checking. Remember,
Oh shit. Where we are?
keep
5 hours.
keep in touch with me. Just because I'm not with you doesn't mean I don't care.
Oh, cute.
Fun.
That's so much.
Checking up on both of your old companions, and with the wise words of Haruka floating in your head, you ponder on his last words. Just because he's not with you doesn't mean he doesn't care. And you wonder if your other friend and Prince Daario understands that.
Wow. Yeah, you didn't even say what to Daario.
Because don't they all talk to him? He's not here, so I had to
You
talk
put
to
to
someone.
somebody else.
With that being the last thought that crosses your mind, you fall into a welcomed sleep. The hard ground beneath you doing little to comfort you or stop the exhaustion from taking over your body. Wide-eyed Drea, you strain to keep your eyes open as you peer out into the night. Every now and then, your eyes slip as your head nods forward, gasping as you open them up again. As this scaly body huddled underneath your neck does little to help you stay awake. And as you open your eyes, a rush of panic flows through your body as you've lost sight of the girl, and as you look around, you let out a slow breath. The small body's still there. Make Constitution saving throw.
Are you sure? No, that's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
You got nothing on me tonight.
Finding using all of your willpower to stay awake. You fight through the slow hours, often hearing voices or strange calls through the night.
Anything in the town?
Nothing from the town. And as finally you estimate the time being around 1 o'clock, would you like to wake up your brother? If you do, you won't get a full night's full long rest.
What time would I have to wake up to have a full rest? It's 8 hours, isn't it? So
Well, when are you guys? When's the party? When to leave?
Yeah, it'd be around 9.
Yeah. Well, do I have the sense that it's like safe enough? Like I would, if I had been staying up that long and nothing.
What's your insight? What's like the plus?
+7.
Although confident enough that you should be okay, there's still a small voice in your head that says better safe than sorry. Yet, you're starting to finally have some confidence in the dome.
And Az has been asleep this whole time. I'm gonna wake him up. I'm gonna say,
He looks up at you with foggy eyes as he closes one, opens the other.
oh no, I'm so sorry. Could you take watch for me? Just a few hours. If anything happens, you wake me up.
At the intention of having some responsibility, his eyes snap open, he flies out of your jacket, pulling out his sword at the same time, and lands on a rock just outside the dome.
Hey, no, come back.
He goes like this to you.
Come back. 1, 2,
He takes a step back into the dome.
rule number 1. Do not ever leave the dome. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you smell. I don't care if it's gold, Azra. That's how important this is. Rule number 2. You see anything, you wake me up. I'm giving you permission to stick your tongue in my eye, in my ear, up my nose. That is okay. Rule number 3. If that girl leaves, I want you to smell it, and I want you to remember it. You got it? Well, what's rule number 1?
He squeaks out in his native tongue, repeating the rules. And after a few corrections from yourself, especially the part about leaving the dome,
It reminds me of group.
you're finally confident that he'll be alright.
Just in case. I get some rope, and I tie it around his little body, and I tie it to my wrist.
He
I just want to like.
complains in his own way.
It's for me, Azra. You gotta make sure I'm safe.
I'm just gonna like half sleep say, you know, guy is still out there, right?
Well, where the hell is she?
Out there.
He is some inspiration.
Yay.
As you and us. Very
Okay.
good.
I trust that boy.
He turns around after he's convinced that the rope is from you, and before he turns around, assures you that if there's any danger, he'll definitely pull you away in your sleep. And then turns around and starts marching back and forth around your body. Every now and then stopping. There's no sound or anything before he slowly nods and starts pacing again.
I love
What's that then?
Sorry, how does,
Must be the wind.
They
How
count the
does-
flames.
What's that, sorry?
Count 5 flames.
Okay.
So, do you turn into a werewolf only in the moonlight when it's a full moon?
I don't turn into a werewolf as I have for a while.
Cell split.
I was
Didn't
gonna
you
say
say change?
good night, Sir Azra. And I'm gonna look at Rio one last time, make sure he's not bleeding from his eyes. And then Dre's gonna lie down.
Alright.
That's it.
Well, I can't trust spell anymore. As far as I know. Except for that one time where it was just...
Back on the front line. Have you guys also retired, or is there anything you'd like to do before the end of the night?
Yeah, we slept.
Send
Yeah,
something
we
Going
were-
to bed? Yeah.
Do
we
something
were
to
gone,
Cola.
yeah.
Beautiful. Alright, in that case, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back after we get some refreshments and continue our tale. Thanks so much, guys. Welcome back. Drea. Dreams disturb your sleep. And what starts off as a peaceful dream quickly turns into a nightmare. You see Stella in a field, and as she looks for you, laughing as she lifts up a leaf, not finding you there, you smile to yourself as she gets closer and closer. The tree that you're hiding in the forest throws a dark shade from its large canopy. And as you get distracted by a small squirrel going up and down one of the tree limbs, it's far too late when you realise the smell of smoke around you. Stella calls out for you again. This time, more pain and fear in her voice. And as you try to pull yourself and sit up, pulling away from the tree, something binds you to the ground. You struggle, using all your willpower to stand up, to reach her as she screams out for you now. To no avail. And as the sky darkens and Morsleb rises high in the sky, you finally break away from the tree. Pushing yourself off it, you rush out the forest to the field where she is and realise it's too late. As the cloven ones rush out of the burning village, Stella is frozen with fear. And as they bound towards her on the unnatural hooven legs, you get one last glance as her face turns to look at you. Tears down her face as she screams out to you before the axe tears her in half. You wake, finally free of the nightmare. Only to find yourself in another one. The Ever Chosen stands towering above you
Do you
as he
mean
lay down in the rough ground.
like, is this another nightmare?
Don't know.
Can I get up? Can I move?
Daughter,
Can I get up? Can I move at all? I can. Is Björn next to me?
Bjorn is there. His back towards you, still asleep.
I'm gonna look at my hands. How many fingers do I have?
10.
No.
An interesting companion you have chosen.
No!
As Az runs through his thick fingers up his arm and licks the gaping, oozing wound in his face.
I'm just gonna reach for him, for Azra.
You stand up and you reach for him, yet you fall short. The Ever Chosen seems to almost grow as you stand. And even while you're standing, towers above you as Boulder turns his head to slowly look at you.
Like, I make no contact with him, I just go through it.
No, you can't reach
Oh.
Ezra. Half of his face now destroyed and ridden by the gifts of Nurgle. He stares at you with a single blue eye.
How, like, when you say I can't reach, how high do I get? The difference.
Barely his chest.
Like, I'm gonna get my axe, I'm just gonna start hacking at him. I'm just gonna, Jerry's just gonna scream, like, go away, like.
You swing, and it's as if you're hitting a brick wall. He catches the axe mid-swing, and like taking candy from a baby, just pulls it out your hand. There's no way reach your father.
I grab my other axe. And I'm just going to keep screaming, go away.
Bjorn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Family reunion.
6.
Hush now, child.
What's
You wake
Constitution,
your
man?
brother.
What's the Constitution, man?
What to do?
What's it?
Oh, I'm stunned, man. What the fuck are you doing here? Go away!
I had a task for you, little daughter.
I don't care.
Have you found it yet? Have you found the Eye of Osiris?
If I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I am your father.
You are nothing to me. You don't get to come here and give me tasks. Fuck off, man!
That's no way to speak to your father.
You're not my father!
You're right. I tore you from your father and gave you to a hag in the forest to die. He takes a step forward. And yet here you are, squirming like an insect in my grasp. I wish you had died in that forest. I wish the hag had enjoyed feasting on your succulent bones. I am burdened by you, Drea, just as your real father was. That's all you are. All you will ever be. A burden.
How close are we?
Toe to toe.
Toe to toe? Where does, like up to his chest?
The top of your head just reaches the bottom of his chest.
Okay.
You're straining your neck to look him in the face. Your friends, your family, they will all abandon you.
I'm gonna put my head down as if like Drea is overwhelmed by this, and then I'm going to reach forward and cast Primal Savagery, and I'm going to bite him with my acid face. Anywhere that I can reach.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I don't know if this is really stupid. That's a dirty 20.
You launch forward, fury and anger burning in you, and as you feel your teeth grow, you pierce them into the side of his arm before you feel a large hand, thick and deformed, wrap around your throat, crushing the air out of your body as he pulls you up to his face. The flesh of his arm tears away, still in your mouth, and as it oozes and drips vile liquid down your face, he continues his speech. And when all have abandoned you, the only refuge, the only hope you will find is in me, is in chaos, is in the end of the world. All you know will burn, all you love will die. And every memory of you, every thought, every emotion will be but a fleeting memory. And I, Drea, I, Archaon, the ever-chosen, will reign supreme on that day. And none will stop me. And with that, as his head is deep through the hole in his mouth, he clamps down, crushing Az's head as you watch through blackened eyes as the life fades away from you. Az's body, half of it, dropping out of his mouth.
Shut up.
You sit up, throwing Az off your chest. He crawls back up, looking at you, concerned at why you were kicking around and screaming in your sleep.
But
Oh wow.
you can't have 10 fingers in your sleep. You always have odd-numbered fingers if it's a dream.
You had
It's fact, scientific fact.
10 fingers, which you counted multiple times.
Fuck.
Did you count your toes?
I don't.
Lethal.
Azra's okay?
The only thing wrong with Azra is that he's concerned about you and the shock at him getting thrown off your body.
What about, is there any piece of flesh around? Like, is there anything in my mouth? Nothing?
Nothing but a vile taste.
Fuck.
An unnatural vile taste. Björn, at this time, you begin waking from your sleep as you hear your sister sit up and Azra's frantic squeaking.
Was I dreaming about?
Big booty bitches.
Your dreams were more exotic and perhaps involved one lady, Amelia de Winter.
Amelia? Emily. Where are you getting your names wrong?
Her full
The,
real
Oh.
the innkeep chick. The redhead.
The girl?
She was there too.
So I'm just waking up, but disturbed.
Not disturbed, coming to a well-rested awakening.
Is it still night?
No, it is currently around 9 o'clock in the morning.
Shit.
I'm just gonna get up and walking around the hut. Like, I'm literally searching for anything that would tell me I'm not going crazy.
Make an investigation check.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my god, rolling
Plus-
good. Yeah.
Plus 2. No, 22. I'm not going crazy, I know it. Where am I actually?
You're not sure. But as you stop in your tracks, looking down at the muddy floor beneath you, you see a small lizard-like bony structure. Its scaly skin all but rotted away from its body, with its head or half its body being clean off.
I'll pick it up.
You're positive it wasn't here before you went to sleep.
Are you still keeping watch?
I'm just gonna ignore him and
Dre, you need to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us.
I want Azra to smell it. I'm gonna ask Azra to smell it.
He smells it. Smells it again. And then smells himself.
Mm.
And then looks up at you.
Same. Does he mean like same race? So like identical?
It's him. He smells him.
What?
Drea, go to sleep.
I'm gonna keep this.
Because did you say it was morning? Or you said it was still
9
night?
o'clock.
9 o'clock in the morning. Overcast day. Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
sorry.
It's, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said it was still
Sorry,
night.
so did you say it was dead?
It's dead,
What?
bony, and its scaly skin all but rotted away.
So not freshly dead.
But it wasn't here before you was.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna wrap it up, put it in my pack.
Okay.
Well, did you get any rest? I'll stay getting up.
Mm-hmm. Best rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do my exercises now. If you want to join.
I'm gonna walk out of the hut. Is the body still there?
The hut would be gone by now.
It's
wouldn't
not? Motherfucker!
Az looks upset with himself, but he tries to explain that he tried to wake you. And in his broken language, he explained that she asked him to come in.
To what?
To come in.
She did. And what did he say? What did you say?
He said no, and when she got angry, he stabbed her in the toe. That bit he's very proud of, and pulls out his pin sword to show you this crusted blood on it.
Is it red blood?
It is red blood.
Sorry, that was that girl's body, was it? Yeah, okay. That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna get a handkerchief or something, a cloth that I have, and wipe that blood off. But I want to keep that.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any marks? Like any prints or anything? Footprints? Any
There is barefoot prints on the dome outside.
around it? Do they lead anywhere else?
They lead off back to the village.
What does the village look like?
Empty and
I wonder if that
deserted.
was a witch.
Like it's been deserted for 100 years.
Oh, that was the witch.
Okay, back to the dome.
Make an investigation check for me.
I'm rattled, man. You got me rattled. That's cocked. 17. I like this dice.
As you follow the footsteps back around and then back around to the dome, you stop once more as you see in the dirt, still with her fingernail ripped off, the marking that was on the back of her head scratching to the ground,
Where?
just outside the dome.
Okay.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Have you
Hmm?
have you ever seen this marking? And I like lead him to it.
Oh, yes, that. What is it? Twilight?
You have not personally seen it yourself. However, racing through your memory, you have seen it in multiple dark magic rituals.
Some form of dark magic.
To do what?
I'm not sure.
Makes basically
I'm a wizard, I'm a witch.
the basics of what you understand. It is a mark to mark someone or something.
Like to keep track of them?
Could be.
Or to like curse them?
It could be mainly to curse them.
This is very crude. Yeah, the lowest of the low that use this sort of magic. I could probably dispel it. Can I use counterspell? Dispel? I do that.
You wave your hands through the air, casting your magic. You are confident you've done a good job.
Oh, alright, I was probably wake up Silver and the cats.
I check Azra. Is anything on Azra?
What?
I get Azra to check me. Is anything on me? I check no, is anything on here? Oh man. Are the dolls still with me?
Yeah. Maybe we just go. Rise and shine in your little hole this morning.
You hear your messaging.
Oh, yeah. So.
Silver, Jace, and Dante have risen nice and early, around 7 o'clock. Well, you earlier than that. And are all currently quite sweaty as Dante and Silver both drill Jace on the use of the spear.
Yeah, boy.
Not like that, nephew. No, no. You see his face? You see his feet, Captain? Reminds me of that that fat fellow. You know, in the arena.
Come on. That's a bit harsh.
No, harsh is when you get stabbed in the belly, nephew. When they tear out your guts and spilling, oi, oi, oi. And then after that, nothing really matters. You're dead.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up.
No worries.
All right. Well, how do I get better?
Captain?
Right. How about a little demonstration? Might do the boy some good if he sees it.
Oh, you mean you and me and you?
Yes.
You've been sleeping for 20 years, Captain. I don't think you will keep up with Faster Dante.
Agreed.
Faster Dante?
Faster, Dante. We'll see about that. Mere
Watch and learn,
morning
nephew,
exercise.
as your uncle makes your family proud, huh?
All right. Woo! Go Dante!
Come at it, Silver.
All right.
Show me what those old creaky bones can do.
And show me what you've learned.
You and Dante start off at a soft pace, testing each other's defenses before things get heated faster and faster. I need you to make 3 attack rolls while Dante makes his 3.
Where is this happening?
Underground.
Underground.
In his cave.
Attack rolls to see if they hit.
Big cave.
Yeah.
I don't want this one together.
Do I get a response to my message?
Do you want me to tell you which ones?
Yeah, mark them down. Or yeah, tell me what they are.
Dirty 20,
Yep.
10.
Yep.
Oh, phew. 27.
It's a quick, sharp show of force as you go back and forth. Dante, more agile than you remember, or maybe doubt creeps in your mind. Maybe the 20 years encapsulated has slowed you down. Yet, at the end of the duel, Dante's spear is thrown across the room and he stands at your mercy.
Right. But you said you took taken down 3 of my clones.
Captain, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of my nephew.
Oh,
I have a
embarrassed.
reputation to uphold, remember?
I hope you learned his weakness.
My
Just-
weakness.
Oh, yes. You don't protect the feet.
Makes a
Oh.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. Oh, no, that's so low. Dexterity saving throw. Dex.
As this is happening, Jason's gonna say, "Who moves like the fat kid now, huh?"
3.
How much?
3.
The second you turn to speak to Jace, you're flipped off your feet, falling onto your back as Dante stands above you, a small dagger in hand, pressed to your throat. You forgot about my strength, as his tail flicks you in the face.
I love it.
Cheap shot.
And I'm
Cheap? Which would be counted magnificent in the arena.
That's true.
He helps you up, back to your feet, and as the message from Björn comes through, do you respond?
about time you're woken up.
Yep. What time is it again?
It's about 9 o'clock.
Alright. I'm up. I've been waiting for you.
Everyone has had a full rest.
Sweet.
Alright.
Meet on the surface like normal people in town.
Me and you, Uncle. I got this.
Oh, do you now? And he throws down his shield and comes at you, claws open wide, before he steps in and just picks you up over his shoulder.
I got you right where I want you.
He purposely lets you go, falling to his knees, and just like a cat playing with a kitten, he lets you overpower him in a real playful manner. And it's just a flashback to your father of fights like this that you've had before things got darker.
Impressive.
Oh, he's good, for the dead person.
Yeah, not bad.
Hmm.
It reminds me of you and you and Dars in the arena.
I was always faster than that bastard. More reckless, that's why you always won. Okay, I think it's time we get on the roll. What do you say?
Is my heart still affected by the...
No, you're all good now.
Right.
Alright, let's go.
He pounces through the hole, and as you guys getting ready, you just see Doris tumble through the weeds, standing up in front of you in a open wide stance. Good morning!
Jace tries to mimic him.
Morning! And then Sylvanus, before he exits, did a whole bunch of scribble at the night?
On his pad, yeah.
On his pad, okay. Yeah. There's no like scribbles or anything? Okay, yeah.
I presume it's all on
Yeah,
pad,
all
yeah.
on pad.
Alright, then. Am I to presume that Uncle is staying with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What do I call your friends, huh?
I didn't even introduce you. Alright, this is Bjorn. Bjorn, this is my uncle Dante.
He wipes his hand on his sleeve. Mr. Bjorn. Dante.
I take his hand and I pull him in close and I'm like, just let's get one thing straight. I'm the showy one of the group.
You're the, who?
I am the showy one in this group.
Oh, yes, of course, no worries.
I could do better flips than you. Just saying.
Okay. And who is this beautiful, stunning... What is wrong with your face? Is this makeup? This is makeup here, yes?
No, she's like, I don't know what her deal is.
Sorry.
Ah! Mr. Dreyer. Nice to meet you.
It's a girl.
I know.
It's a mister.
See?
It's Miss.
Miss?
Yes.
Oi, caramba. Okay. We will work on that, huh? And you work up, maybe you work on this, yeah?
I'm just gonna grab my bags and start, like, my pack and start walking.
Ah, a bug!
No! Oh my god! Like, for real?
Wait, he's part of the team.
His foot's already down. And as he lifts it up, there's just Az hanging by his pin sword in his foot. Why does the bug have a sword?
Part of the team.
I've been asking the same question for a while now.
I grab Azra and I say to him, if you squash him, I will skin you and I will wear your skins.
No, deer cat fur, no good. You want to wear skin? Suggest fat man skin. Very big. Plenty of room.
I grab Azra and I walk off.
Okay, what are we doing again?
Getting my soul.
You dead? I joke!
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
I just...
where are we going?
Right, well. Is Silver out the hole?
Is Silver at the home?
Alright. We'll be heading down this path. Past Maliko's Tower? What's it?
Malikits!
Well-
Your English not good.
Right. We'll be going past the tower. Into something called the Zombie Marshes. Which I hear are just delightful. And that is the quickest path to get to our destination.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave out the part about Woodhide. Just in case anyone else says about it.
Okay. Are you going to leave a note for Sabe? Oh no, you're going to use the star. That's right.
Well,
Yep.
actually, I'll do a magic mouth.
What's a magic mouth?
It's a spell where I can put like a magical message that will be spoken to the right person.
That's good.
That's for like Dark Souls. That's good.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't come past?
Well, I'm
he
sure
said
he'll
he
come
will
back to see the note, right? So
He
you
said he'll
kind of
come.
message with an object in range that is uttered when a triggered condition is met. So when save arrives, so I'll choose an object. I'll just I don't know. I'll just like stack some rocks,
Mhm.
and the top rock will talk.
Okay.
So you know, and it'll say destination 25 points or less.
Okay.
No, I'll just like I don't think it's anything.
Yeah.
We are...
What level?
It's ritual spell. So I'm taking 2 minutes to do.
Oh, do they not take slots?
Ritual spells, no, they just take time.
Oh, I didn't know that. Haven't you?
Oh, there's both. You can cast it instantly, or you can cast it as a ritual, which will take 10 minutes, but I think
10 minutes plus sometimes
plus
it's
the
more.
action, so it's 1 minute. So 11 minutes, I guess.
I'll be using spell slots. That's just good to know.
Yeah, it just
Right,
depends
it just
on the
depends
situation.
on if it's
Yeah,
ritual
yeah.
or not.
Right, so where exactly is our location?
Do I remember Malika's Tower now?
Remember it how?
You said... was I ever there? No. Okay.
All you remember is waking up and seeing another clone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, we're in this weird town
Mm.
called wherever it was.
It's called the Petal.
We'll use that name. And we'll be heading this way, and I'm just going to that's it, Drew. Alright. Are we
Okay.
clear?
I don't know how to read maps, so who's leading?
The captain, did he mention anything about the routes of the roads of which way to go as well? Like any...
Not this far
Not
into
this
it.
far.
I'm just leading you to Malchus Tower.
Alright.
That's Malika's Tower.
And how do we know that's where we need to go?
Our friends will let me know.
Oh, is that creepy man here? I woke up in the night to take a piss and...
Yep.
Some big guy, half his face. Oh my gosh, it was worse than yours.
What?
Yeah,
Same
he had
face
like
as
a
immaculate.
hole. Huh?
You saw that?
Yeah, he asked me if he could go in, and I said, yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah. He said, I don't know, I thought you just knew him. Like, big
Can I
guy,
charge and tackle him? Can I like kill this motherfucker?
What's
has a few horns.
Jace? What's he talking about?
I don't know. I wasn't sitting with him.
Yeah, it was just me.
I'm sorry, are you all there? Are you?
Are you talking to me, Mr. Bjorn?
Yes. Mr.
I think so.
What was his name again? Dante. Who'd you see? What'd you see?
I don't know, man, some big guy. Hole in his face. Like,
Hole in
got
his
the
face.
horn. He's a boom. Like a rhino. Man. Captain, you remember the rhinos back from Araby?
Yes, but none of them had holes in their face, and
Yeah, this dude had a hole in his face and he had a horn.
Did anyone else see a guy with a hole in his face? A stupid fucking horn sticking out of his head.
Look at Sylvania, there's probably weird shit everywhere.
you don't know anything. What's on top?
I mean, I don't know. Right.
Oh well. Past. Let's go.
Right, let's go. I'm pack leader. Are you a good scout, Dante? Do you know these areas well?
To be honest, I just follow my nose.
Cool, that'll do. Scout ahead.
Yep, looks good.
I'll be right behind.
How far are we from Malachus Tower?
An hour.
Onwards.
Mate,
What a good day to be alive.
We'll eat while we walk. Or ride. Do we have horses? I've forgotten.
No,
I don't know, I didn't bring a horse.
Did we leave our horses?
Yes, alright. We eat while we walk.
before we go, you must know
We left the horse in the town.
that I've got some information on Malachus Tower.
Alright. We
A powerful mercenary group. The blood of Icor resides there, or what's left of them.
Yes, we'll just have to avoid them.
I don't think you will.
Why?
Wait, are they like your friends or are they like not your friends? Or do you not know? Do you know?
Oh no, they wanna kill you, Silver.
Oh, they're
Oh,
not your
yeah.
friends.
They'll probably try to kill me too.
Mm. I know a Katsu, so they'll probably try and
They
kill
got
you.
nothing against us, right?
No, you're okay.
But they attack strangers.
Probably, yeah.
So are they bandits?
No, mercenaries.
That act as bandits.
Oh. Okay.
Alright. We avoid the tower. Right? They're in the tower? Yes?
I mean, we're not heading there anyway.
Right? We're all fairly quiet. I know you're wearing that heavy armor, but you'll manage, I'm sure. Otherwise, we can all probably outrun you.
Okay.
This is the quickest way. Do you have any other idea? There's freaks walking around with holes in their face. Do we really want to take the long way?
We don't have time for the long way. Cut through the forest, we don't know what we're going to see. If there's holes, horn guys and whatnot.
I don't know, Captain. He seemed pretty fine, so he was a nice guy. Just like Heimlich, yeah.
You've been in Malachus Tower.
Sometimes, yeah.
Is there a way around it?
Yeah, but it's got like vantage points everywhere, man. You get close. I mean, they can see the village from. Yeah, they're probably staring at us anyway.
I'm gonna flip them off.
Good work, Captain.
Okay. Cool work.
Alright, let's
Let's go.
go. We're losing daylight.
Sorry, can I just ask, do I have my axes?
You do.
I do? Are they dented? Like, is there any damage to it?
Yes. One is completely blunted and bent.
No blood or anything on it? Okay.
When
Which
you
one is it? Is it the one Herrick gave you or is it my ex?
The first one you swung with.
Oh, my ex.
Oh, yeah, you still got the gun axe, right?
So
Yeah,
we're on the
easy,
path.
yeah.
But we could keep talking or discussing whatever, but
Yep.
let's just
Yep.
not linger.
can I pull next to? So are we on horses or are we?
Looks like we ditched our horses. So let's keep a tight knit group. I'll take rear. We'll put Dante at the front.
I'll go at the front next to Dante when I talk to him.
Okay.
You did tell him that we don't know how to read a map right.
Yeah, I told him I didn't know where I'm the front, and I feel like, to be honest, I'm just trying to smell for food, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how to read a map either, so...
See anything up there?
No. Oh, clear, Mr. Björn.
Where are we going?
Good day. Weather is about,
It's a left just up ahead.
Thanks.
Which way is left?
Hang on. Dad told me this really cool thing. Ready? That way.
Other left.
Shit, I was so close. That way.
Yeah, we were just, okay. This way, nephew.
Yeah.
The party moves off together in a slow pace.
I'll have Gaia like ahead.
Yeah.
Like let's say 10 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
And just keep touch with her as well.
Okay.
Dante, can we speak in private?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to drag these good people into this. I mean, they are helping Jace.
Yeah, it's too late, man. They're probably gonna die.
In Malika's tower,
Yeah.
I need to make sure that there's no more clones.
No more who?
Clones of me.
Oh. Okay, well, good luck.
You're not gonna help, like old time's sake.
I got it. I promised my nephew. He's like, you know, he gave me like the cat eyes. Man, I came with the cat eyes. So we go get his soul back, and then I come help kill you.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Okay. So you're gonna come help us, or?
Is not gonna respond.
Okay, Captain. This way? And he just presumes that you're gonna stay with the group for now. While you guys travel, slow pace, through the chilly, cold land of Sylvania. You seem to be making good time, however, although Dante is a nice distraction from the morbidness around you, he's also perhaps a hinderness that whenever he talks, even at a whisper, he doesn't understand how to keep his voice low. Nonetheless, you head deeper and deeper into Sylvania, and the further you go, the more an unsettling feeling overcomes you. Father Bell, when do you rise?
Oh, we were going to leave at night.
In night? In the night? Weren't you guys resting the night and then leaving?
No, we rested through the day.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back a few hours.
Yeah.
You hear the approach of horses. And as you look up from your prayers, you see two men easily identifiable from the Empress Hurricane making their way towards you. The horses packed, the leather armor on, leading the horses by the reins. They stop a few feet from you just to give you some space to finish your prayers before they approach.
I'm gonna rise when I finish.
My lord, they both say. We've volunteered for your mission if you would have us.
I'm gonna check over the horses and check over them.
Malnourished, ill-equipped, yet you know both their names. Dinka and Sivok.
What was the first name, sorry?
Dinka
Dinka.
and Sivok. Both honourable men. Both of them at the Citadel before Sergeant Riley died, and both have been in the Empress Hurricane Squadron under Sergeant Riley for at least a few years. Good men, both of them.
Then it is a blessed day indeed, brothers. For who could ask for finer men?
You humble us, Father. We only wish to serve you and give you back as much as you have given us.
Serve the light, my brother, for it serves us all.
Is a prince to join us?
He is indeed. Though I must say, where we head we travel light. And these poor beasts will do better to stay. Take only what you need. Meet me by the trenches when you are ready.
As you command, Father. You see them both unlatching the long saber from the horse. They're outriders, so majority of their fighting and mission time is done atop a horse. Hit and run tactics to burst through the enemy camp, do as much damage before riding off again. They also unsling large 8-barreled rifles, famous for the outrider squadron, whatever squadron they are. They're used to ride in within close distance, unleash volleys of lead before riding back off. They take a few more supplies from the horses before handing them off to a nearby guard and then heading towards the trenches.
So I'm assuming Daario's still there. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna head towards Daario.
We find Daario still at his post, and even though multiple soldiers have begged him to let them take his place, I presume Daario has refused and kept his watch through the majority of the night. Yep. As you approach, a stiff Daario turns from your post to see Father Bellador approaching.
Father Bell? My prince. Can I find a nearby soldier to relieve Daario?
Yeah, absolutely. In these tight trenches, they're almost sticking on top of each other, and one gets up to his feet before you even ask and gives both of you a bow before picking up his rifle and heading into the trench. Or stepping up into the platform, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Check over him, check the arrows, because you grabbed a few arrows and stuff, right?
Yeah, Lady Wood does this thing.
Good. Dinker and Sivok will be joining us shortly. Are you sure you want to join me?
Of course. I wouldn't let you guys do this alone.
Okay, I'm going to come in close whilst I'm fixing his cloak. Make no mistake, Daario. There is no man I'd prefer to have by my side. But of your safe return, only with Sigma's aid would that be possible.
It's the Lord's duty to be first in the battle and the last to retreat.
You have done these men a great honor by being here.
And they do me a big honor by being here.
You see Sivok and Dinker giving their final clasps to their squadron before they move to the trench and then stop a few feet away from you guys, again giving you privacy before they're allowed to approach.
What I'm just find is there somewhere where there's a bit, not necessarily clearing, but somewhere where we could sort of pray before we sort of head out.
The commander's kind of trench would probably be the best place.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving the table to the side would give you enough place to kneel.
Do you remember the prayer I taught you, my prince?
Which one, Father?
The one to keep us safe through the nights.
It's been a while, but yes, I remember.
Would you speak the words with us before we leave?
Yes, I will, of course.
Take lead.
Sivok and Dinker kneel behind the prince, and as you guys begin, a few men that aren't on watch duty kind of hover before taking a few steps closer, unsure if they're kind of allowed before you know, taking a kneel beside their brothers, before eventually the whole trench within earshot is kneeling in prayer.
Father Bell's going to he's going to remove his cloak and spread it out on the floor in front of him, the sunburst side facing up, and then he's going to take his warhammer and lay it on top, the hammer side close to him with the shaft going through the sunburst, and on the side of his hammer there's like a carving of a sun, like burst, with the sun bit creating a bit of like a cup in the side of it. Then he's going to kneel down in front of it, and he's going to take his tomb and lay it over the middle of the sunburst in his on his cloak, opening it up to a page. Then he's going to grab a chain link off the end of his chain and place on top of his hammer, on top of where the dome bit of the sunburst is. And then he's going to lead the prayer. Blessed Sigma, bless our unworthy souls with your light to help guide us through the darkness. For as we travel through the valley of shadows, may your light guide our steps to the seeds of evil, so that we may water them with your radiance, and bring hope to those lost and afraid. As he prays, he's going to have a hand over the link on his hammer, and it's slowly going to melt down into the opening on his hammer. And he's going to continue with the prayer. As he does, there's going to be some light that leaks out from his eyes, and as he continues through the prayer, he's going to dip his fingers into the melted, molten like substance and rub it over the eyes of the two companions and Daario. And he's going to cast Eyes of the Night.
Whoa, that's cool.
Well, he's not going to cast this ability of his.
Which is a what?
An ability of his.
That's really cool.
So, as an action, I can share my 300 feet of dark vision with the 3 living creatures.
Wow.
That is
Oh,
wicked.
that's cool.
That is really cool.
That's
That
perfect.
is some cool, inspirational shit.
And as the molten sort of runs over their eye, and they sort of say the words of the prayer, the same sort of light starts to leak from their eyes.
Cool.
As the prayer completes and you rise, the rest of the at least 80 soldiers rise with you. The two adjusting their eyes, looking around at their newfound vision. You then see Sivok and Dinka exchange. Dinka gives a note to one of his squad members, and you see Sivok remove an engagement ring from his neck and hand it to one of his other friends. They nod to each other, clasp hands, and then hug each other. And they've already given their life to both of you, knowing that they're probably not going to return. And these are trinkets for their loved ones.
While this happens, I just want to come close to Daario. One last time, Daario. Are you sure?
I'm sure. And I want to, in a way, to assure Father Bell. He turns back to the shrine. He grabs an arrow, a coin, and like a little thing of water.
Yeah.
And he breaks the arrow, and he says, "I sacrifice this arrow for Sigma will protect me. I donate this coin for Sigma will provide, and I pour a bit of water for Sigma will nourish me."
That's really
There.
cool. That's really cool.
I don't have any more inspiration points, but inspiration. Thank you as well.
That's sick.
Alright. Father Bell has a small proud moment before he goes close to him, and he says, "You should speak to your men. This may be your last opportunity."
I just nod. And I walk up to the two men that volunteered and the men that they gave the ring to in the letter to. I want to give each a jewel, a gem, and say, if anything is to happen, this goes to their families.
The men that you're giving it to take them, while Sivok and Dinka both look at you with a newfound sense of respect before both of them getting on their knees on one knee and bowing low to you.
I bow even lower.
So you get on his stomach.
They stay there for a moment before you pull them to their feet. I presume the mud is squelching underneath their knees as they get back up.
No speech for the rest?
And then I will address the rest of the soldiers at camp, raising my voice to the level where it'll reach a few extra people, but not high enough where it attracts any unwanted attention. Greetings, my fellow soldiers. My apologies that I have not arrived sooner or with extra supplies. But I want to thank you all for the amazing duty you've done. By my word, if I am successful, I shall return with the supplies you desperately need. And on my word, I hope to return you all to your family soon. What you're doing here is for your people, your family, and for Sigma.
Where usually an uproar of cheers and claps would be taken after your speech, there's silence before you hear the slow rasping of a sword, and then another and another, until all around hold their swords, plunge them into the muddy dirt beneath them, and take a knee. Another sign, showing their improvement and respect for you. One of the only nobles or council members to view the front line, to take up arms, watch and duty on the front line with them, and understand the struggle that they're going through. And show them some kind of appreciation. Like you said, these men are out here night and day in a foreign land that hates them, giving their lives so people like your auntie can have a belly full of wine and a safe place to sleep. They stay like that until you guys depart.
Pray for our return, men. For Sigma's vigilance is strong here. His eyes ever watching, and his ears ever hearing. My prince, by your lead.
March up. And then, while we're just out of sight of the camp, I want to do something.
You lead the group, the small fellowship, through a network of trenches before finally leaving the safety of the defences and your men behind. And once, you say you're out of sight of the camp?
Yep. Once
you hit the main muddy road, go around a few bends, you're now out of sight and out of hearing.
I pull out a metal contraption. Say, this is the craftsmanship of the finest dwarf that I know. It will cast us protection. And I kind of crack open and gas comes out and kind of goes around us, and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Nice.
What level is it again?
Level 2. So it gives us plus 10 to our bonus dexterity stealth checks. Can't be tracked except by magical means. And creatures that receive this bonus leave no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Nice.
While he's doing that as well, Vardabel's going to be still praying, and he's going to use his channel divinity.
All the abilities.
So he's going to use Turn Undead.
Which does?
I will tell you once I find it. Alright. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer on the undead. Each undead that you can see, that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails the saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move away from you as far as it can, and it can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use dash action and try to escape from the effect.
What was it?
Nice.
He has a DC of 15.
What was the save though? Con? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
You're an hour into your troubles, and as the party is silent, reserving all energy they have for whatever might befell them in the dark lands of Sylvania, you come across a path in the forest. As you walk, Father Bell, everything in Sylvania is dead. Hardly anything grows. Yet with your warmth and your light, you see subtle movements in nature. The grass, trodden on and ungrown for years, seems to reach out towards you.
Sorry, can I just add, it's also got destroy undead, so if anyone fails, it's instantly destroyed.
Also, are we in a forest?
You're going through a path that's in the forest, so yeah, you would be.
Okay, because that's my
Favorite round.
Yeah.
Yay.
In your hour travel, the only sign of life that you see is a small fawn that races away from you. Not because of it's the natural thing for an animal to do, but because of your light and your energy. And as it gets probably about 60 feet away from you, it turns to look at you. And with unnaturally dark red eyes, its jaw broken and its neck broken in another spot, it watches you with hatred as you move down the road. Another creature that's fallen to the evil taint of Sylvania. Where are you guys heading?
We're past the front lines, so we're looking for any signs that we can detect from where the dead are being raised. Where we're hunting out the necromancers.
It's a hard thing to do, to hunt something down like a necromancer that can move and raise dead wherever he goes. So how exactly are you looking for these signs?
So, from my experience, what would I know? We spoke about this last time, distance-wise again, remind me, like, for an intermediate necromancer, how far away would they have to be?
Kilometre?
Okay.
Anywhere from 1 to 2 kilometres. However, that's intermediate. However, they're not, you know, it's not like these raids are happening every night, right? So they're obviously coming and going and coming and going and moving around and things like that.
Yeah. From the front lines and the information we've gathered, was there any sort of idea of who or where they might be?
The biggest landmark that the officials and ranking NCOs on the front line believe is Malika's Tower, which seems to be and is commonly known as a location or a forward operating base for necromancers and things like that.
How far is that from where we are?
That would be, how long did it take you guys to get to the pedal? It took 6 hours from the front line, I believe. top of my head, I believe it was 6 hours for these guys.
It's just for sundown, I think. No, we arrived there in the morning.
You got there at dusk.
12 hours then?
So we can really see it from where we are, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's your lead.
I think it was 6 hours from the fists.
So, just to clarify, with what we've got going, we're super stealthy now as well, aren't we? Right, yeah. Alright.
Plus, can't be lost. Tough terrain doesn't slow our group, and I'm alert to danger even when I'm engaged to another activity. And I can move stealthily at a normal pace.
And
Well,
we get a massive bonus to our dex, right?
Oh, but then cast, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Awesome. Look, I suggest we actually take a line to Malika's tower, but through the actual battlefield, stealthily as possible, and killing anything and
Is the
finding.
battlefield a forest? Because
The battlefield is a marshland.
you might lose some of these benefits.
Would is the mission interested in going to towns and finding out what possible information they get? Because remember, you're looking for individuals or cults operating in the area, and most likely, again, they would come and go, gather their strength, maybe gather a few more necromancers, come back, attack, leave for a few days, go into Sylvania, do
Because
some research, come back.
the attacks have been a lot more consistent lately, haven't they?
They have.
Right. So I guess we would want to try and leave at a time where there potentially is an attack and there is some sort of activity happening to start with, and we'd want to scout the nearby area because we're assuming, like, or Father Bell's assuming, that there's probably
If
some
there is
weaker
gonna-
necromancers that are just being used for tasks while the others rest and stuff
Yep.
like that, and just take out whoever we can to allow a bit of reprieve if we do see anyone. Maybe spend a few hours doing that, and then absolutely try and gather more information
Okay.
and stealthily try to take them out.
Okay.
Right?
I need both you to make an investigation check with advantage, and advantage being the two Empress Hurricanes helping you guys.
Yes.
Would you say that's called?
Hey, natural 20.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I got 19.
And did you get a natural 20?
23. Natural 20, yeah.
Easy. Alright. I'm presuming you're doing this as you guys are moving, right? Okay. Silver. Which path have you guys taken? So are you going past
We're
Malika's
going
Tower?
Malika's Tower,
It's been half an hour to your travels. Let's party.
You said it was an hour away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heading through their long, tedious journey deep into Sylvania. You're at a crossroads now. You have the opportunity to find out more about the clones and potentially destroy them. And also confront the members of Wielders of Alcohol who may be there. Or you stay with the party, head to the ruins of Dreadmordheim and help young Jace regain his soul. What is Silver gonna do?
Silver is every time that Silver is confined with a tough decision, he asks and confides in his friend. He's gonna hang back from the group and ask for advice.
Silver, do you want to keep up, mate? As I'm just saying, just as the person who's trying to lead them, I'm not going to have anyone behind me.
Yeah. You still, whatever time you can, to consult in your old friend. Yeah. As Björn passes by and makes that comment, you get a feeling that this is a choice you have to make yourself.
Years. He's decided to go to Malach's Tower.
Okay.
Is everything alright?
Well, what's the hold up?
Capitan, your old bones, your knees, they're hurting from the walk, huh?
No, I'm fine. Just keep your eyes on the road. As you were saying, they've got a vantage point. Point them out. Do you know where they are?
I mean, it's a pretty big tower, Capitan. Like, it's got windows, it's got some walls.
But you mentioned that they were also on the outskirts, perhaps, right?
No. I mean, they'll be in the tower and they can see everything. It's like, hi, man.
Fair enough.
So, we're gonna keep going, or what's happening?
Yes, I don't know if I'm going the right way. You can
We did tell them.
Should
you
I
don't
be
know how to
worried
read.
that they will try and attack you?
Although
attack me? No, we're okay. Oh, you mean Capitan? Yeah, probably.
listen, if it comes down to that, I'll hold them back as long as I can.
Just put a sack over your head. It won't recognize you, they'll think you're dead.
You're good, Captain, but not that good. Like, I'll cut you in pieces, man.
Look, either way, it doesn't bother me, but by the sounds of it, if you want to live, sack on the head it is.
No sack is going on my head.
Maybe a suck on Mr. Dre's head, huh? No offense, Mr. Dre, but like your face. I'm next time I'm gonna sleep, I'ma see all your scars and shit, man. Like,
Radio silent.
Mr. Dre always is angry.
I mean, you are calling her ugly. It's not the nicest thing to do.
No, angry. You know?
Yeah, she's always this angry. Yeah.
Back to the topic at hand. What are you going to do? Let's just say we're still walking, because I don't want to.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I have business in Malach's Tower.
So you plan to split off from us?
You're ditching.
I don't want to ditch you, Jace. You're very important.
I can tell.
Look, you've got something you need to go do. I get it. Sounds like it's not going to end well for you, but just don't get us involved.
Look, this is also Pax Heimlich as well.
How?
Well, Heimlich is a powerful necromancer, yes?
Yeah.
See?
And necromancers, they can put the souls and the power in objects. Yes.
Probably.
Look, man, if you gotta go, go. But like,
Just
from what I've heard, everyone there's trying to kill you. So I don't really see the point. And plus,
well, if it affects Malekith,
Well,
I mean, what's his Heimlich?
Oh yeah, Mr. Heimlich.
If it affects Heimlich, then what is it? Just say it. We don't care about your past, then.
Right. Well,
You want me to tell them, Capitan? So basically, like, what the captain is trying to say is, Mr. Heimlich is like his great. You know how many greats there is?
I have no idea.
Basically, he's
You're his descendant.
Right.
what's descendant mean?
And as his descendant, he's needs my bloodline to preserve his own.
Of course he does.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, the captain doesn't have any babies. Do you have any babies, Captain?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. So he's the last one.
so it's
So that explains the clones, then, right?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to get at.
He's cloned you with dual DNA and split his soul.
In many
What's DNA?
in many other clones. And the base of the cloning is at Melika's tower.
I have one question. How do we know you're not a clone?
Uncle said
Oh,
so.
yeah, like I checked, and he's got a sword.
All right, cool, perfect, excellent. All right. Well, now that that's cleared up, that's great.
I like
So-
this, Mr. Bjorn.
So all the clones are at the tower.
No, I've seen another clone. I think they're scattered around. But I know that each time we kill one, it will weaken him. And if there is more clones and he's making more in Melika's tower, it's probably worth checking out.
Are the wielders of Ico working for fucking Heimlich?
And I don't know. I don't know if they're working for him.
Wait, is the plan? Are you guys still planning to kill him, or are you planning to just steal your soul?
Jason, just get his soul back.
Is it possible that your soul is actually there too? If that's where he's growing fresh silver clones.
Oh, no, man. He doesn't keep, like, you know.
How do you know so much about him?
Oh, there's this fellow. He only comes out at night, and he's got like a hat, Mr. Bjorn. I just call him Mr. Hat. He doesn't really talk much. He's got he uses like guns.
Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's and
So
yeah, like I basically like you know, he tried to kill me, but I think we're friends. We like trade information. I usually just tell him lies.
Say told you. Say told you.
No,
everything
Mr. Hat told me.
Yeah.
Mr. Bjorn, you look confused.
He always looks like that.
But yeah, like anyway, it's like, you know, like silver, he's like silver, you know, gold is like my nephew Jace, so you wouldn't keep like gold with silver, you know? It's like soul is more valuable than a clone. like silver and gold, you know, Mr. Bjorn? Like gold is more. Gold's like.
The reality
like,
is most people keep their silver and gold in the same purse, but yes, I get what you're saying. Alright. So, the plan stays as normal. We head towards Heimlich's location, which I forgot what that place was called.
Mother's Tower.
No, not Malachus Tower.
we're heading to Dread Mordheim.
That's the one.
You can just call it Mordheim, but they call it Dread because, like Mr. Bjorn, it's like it's scary shit. There, Mr. Bjorn.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Listen, I know how important this is. And I'll hope
I just want to say
Jace...
again, we're talking about what?
Downpour has set in now as you guys walk.
And I'll hope Jace doesn't get his soul back.
Look,
But then...
Captain. I'm technically part of the blood of Icor as well, descendant. So,
Oh,
as one of your comrades, I'm telling you that this is a stupid decision and you're gonna get yourself killed. You don't have to take my advice, you're the captain. But I think me and Uncle can agree. You're gonna get chopped up. Right?
Captain, the boy's right. Like we trained him good. He's
oh, he has to undergo the ritual to be in the blood of Icor.
yeah, but you
Oh,
gotta be
there's
alive
a-
for that.
Yeah,
True.
right.
I'm a probationary member.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
How the tables have turned.
I've made up my mind. We will free you of your burden, Jace. We'll retrieve your soul. But after that, I cannot hold this anger in me any longer.
Yeah, but we're like probably all gonna die, so you gotta hold it in.
If that happens, it happens. Afterwards, after we get your soul back, I'm heading straight towards Malachus Tower.
Yeah, Captain. Like, I'll come. I'll kill like some more of you.
Deal. If you can, that is.
That's slower.
He's already killed 3. Just saying.
Great. How do we avoid it now? Back to the sack on the head.
Can I just Dre is completely
I'm just gonna-
zoomed out,
Observe the map
just walking.
just one more time. Can I pick up anything from the map? Any routes?
The road's gonna go straight past. There's no secret routes or anything that saves marked
through
out.
through the trees or anything?
You can definitely go through the forest if you like, but
How dangerous would it be?
more dangerous than going on the road.
Can I just ask? This is a road, right? So it's I know not a lot of people travel to Sylvania, whatever it's called, but people travel,
Yeah.
right? So if we're just a group of travelers, do we stick out or? You know what I mean? Like if
You're
it was
just
anywhere else,
interesting
a group
because-
of travelers is probably nothing. You know.
You're interesting because you're a group of travelers in Sylvania coming from the direction of the front line, right? And if it was a normal empire state, yeah, but it's Sylvania where people keep to themselves, and usually that means also keeping to their town or village. It's
So regardless,
It's
even if
a
we're just a
rare
group of people and I don't recognise Silver,
they'll just presume it's probably a group of mercenaries or something.
So whoever approaches is just gonna get ambushed, do you reckon? Or
if they just presume we're mercenaries, will they attack? Anyways, yeah.
do you have any spells that disguises people?
I can disguise myself.
You can like disguise Mr. Dreyer.
Do you know what? Is Drea there or is she still walking off?
Oh, I'm zoned down.
yeah.
I'm just walking.
How?
You better shut your fucking face. Because you're really getting on my nerves.
Oh, Mr. Bjorn, like we're friends. Like, where's? I'm on dirt.
Just stop making comments about the way people look.
Okay, but Mr. Bjorn, you got a nice handsome face. It's okay.
I know. But, regardless, no more. But then we're good. Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, well, there's no way around it. We have to go through Malix's tower.
No, we don't have to go like through it. Like the road goes like around it.
Yeah.
The road goes around it? It's not like... Oh.
Nah, like the main road, like Malcolm's Tower's like here, then the road's like here.
Marcus Tower.
I see.
Right.
I see. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, shoot, I get you.
Cool.
So we've been walking this whole time, so how close are we now? We're talking about avoiding it, but
The tower is towering above you. Yeah.
Alright.
So I think it's regardless, it's too late, so we just keep going. Uh-huh.
We go around?
If the people in the tower want to kill us, should we be sneaky?
Yeah, like probably, but I mean, like, you know, the Capitan, like, he gave them the finger. So,
Yeah, they're definitely watching now.
oh yeah. Like, you know, probably when we get like within like bow shot, like, yeah, we'll probably get hit by like an arrow.
Right.
How are you so calm?
I've been shot a lot, with lots of arrows. You kind of just, it's like every day, man. You just get used to it.
How often every day? Do you walk past the tower every day?
A few times a day, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm dead, so I probably won't feel it anyway.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep talking about this while we pass the tower. And it's like right behind us, and we're still talking about it.
The tenseness in the group is well known, except completely lost on the Blase Dante. And although you have decided to take the main road, I imagine the group would be sticking close to the cover trees as much as possible.
We just don't want to be lost in the woods. So, you know, common sense applies. Obviously, we don't want to stand out as a big target. But, you know, we don't want to
Maybe just sticking to
lose
the
the
tree
road
line
either.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think as well, if you know, we can somehow disguise Silva and Dante, not like full on disguise, but even like I said, even if they hobble or that coat above their head or whatever, so from a distance it just looks like a dude who's avoiding the rain. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like Silva with his massive sword or whatever the case is. I think that'll be fine. I don't know.
I mean, I do have my big red coat. It's got a hood.
It's pouring rain. Like
Yeah, you would be hooked up. As the party moves closer and closer to the towering structure above you guys, keep in mind, most of it is in ruins, yet your eyes are constantly scanning the windows, the battlements, the ruins for any kind of movement. You're about 15 minutes of putting it behind you when, as you're coming around the bend of the road, a figure stands in the middle of the road, dressed in the colours of Wyrds of Icor, unhooded as his hair soaks up the rain. He stands tall and proud. Halt, friends. You've walked into the vicinity of the Wilders of Icor. Name your purpose and your intention for traveling this road. The tall figure, curly, thick black hair, dark brown skin, clearly a foreigner here. Yeah, he speaks with he's well spoken, yet you can tell it's not his original kind of accent. Like, you can tell that it's a learned accent.
Mhm.
Do I recognize him?
You should, but you don't. You've seen the stance. You've seen the confident, loud voice. Yet you can't put a name or a memory to it. His hands are behind his back. He seems unarmed.
We are merely travellers seeking our fortune.
In Sylvania,
In the city of Mordheim. We have nothing left to lose.
there are many riches to be found in the ruins of Dread Mordheim. Whom do you work for?
The Black Mace. They sent us from Ostermark. We are a hired band.
Is this your first time?
It is. That's why we stick to the road.
Well, I can apologize if I tell you it probably will be your last. Not many bands go into the ruins of Dread Mordheim and make it out alive. However, if you do, the Black Mace will be sure to pay you handsomely for the Warpstone.
Like I said, we have nothing left to lose.
Let's make a deal then. We let you travel this safe road, unburdened and protected. Yet on your way back through, should you come through, we get 40% of your Warpstone. A fee for our hospitality.
We are not here to make trouble. And yet, you ask for a harsh price. Can we agree 130?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna stop rolling this because I keep rolling bad.
Silver's trying real hard to master Ringo.
19.
You're quite respectful, friend. Not many that are travelling to Sylvania have such manners as yourself.
I've fallen far, and I've been humbled.
As have we all. 30 then. Best of luck.
Thank you.
He turns to walk away and stops.
Shit.
Do you have a name for your ragged band?
We are the Fate Broken. Sorry that I can think of.
Such a sad name. Fitting for such a sad party. May you find your fortunes and make us both rich. Safe travel. he turns and walks back into the forest. You can see him heading on a trail that leads back up to the ruins. And just before he disappears through the trees, through the overcast day, you see the glint of 2 golden daggers being tucked back into their sheaths behind his back.
Let's move.
Name, as I say to Dante.
Well, that guy? Arnon, man. You don't remember him?
I don't remember Arnon.
Like, you know, there's not many, I'm Tabasky, so I don't mean to seem racist, but like, he's the only black guy, man.
Is he in the pits as well?
No, we picked him up.
Mule guy then.
Huh?
Mule guy?
Oh, I saw at the pits, yeah, but, he's been rolling with us a bit. Those daggers, man, they're like, he's fast. Like,
Faster than you?
yeah. Like, we use them to, like, break into places, to, like, follow people, kill them in their sleep.
Could you keep your voice down, Dante?
What's that, Mr. Bjorn?
Does
Keep moving.
trigger anything?
A history check with disadvantage.
Sylvania's calling you Mr. So good.
Stupid disadvantage.
It's 'cause you did for life,
History. 9.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. It makes sense, and you're getting wisps of bits and pieces, but nothing yet solid.
There's some spell you put on me, Griffith.
No, I'm Dante, Captain.
Oh, I know. Let's move.
When you're sure that he's moved off again, even though you're positive you're being watched, you move back onto the road. And as a tense 15 minutes go by, we are going to end the session there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It has been a pleasure to have you here as always. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff, helps us out massively. We will be back next Friday, and there will be an episode of What's the Word this week going up as well. As always, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Friday. Good night.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Abraham here, aka the DM for Mythic Wyrd. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Keep spreading the Mythic Word.